yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast. So, look, a lot of people look at us content creators, right? They look at the views, they look at the video, they see us on multiple platforms, and, they hear us. A lot of content creators talk about, YouTube, being a content creator is the only job that I have. This is everything that I do. I don't have no other kind of job. Content creation is the only job that I do. And you know what? They get a lot of people intrigued, right? You see it on Instagram, you see it on Facebook, you see it on YouTube, right? You have full-time content creators, right? And a lot of people on the outside looking in always ask the question, I want to be a content creator. I want to do YouTube. I want to quit my 9-to-5 job and be a content creator. Is that possible? The answer to that question is yes, but is a caveat. Look, man, I'm not going to sugarcoat this stuff, man. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you might want to hold on to your 9-to-5 job, right? Because being a content creator is not peaches and cream. I mean, look, you got to understand that being a content creator takes a lot of hard work. And if you're relying on, finances as a content creator to pay your bills, listen to me very carefully. Before you quit your 9-to-5, I want you to listen to this podcast because I think a lot of people get this kind of twisted. Say, I would quit my job and become a content creator. And all of a sudden they quit their job and become a content creator and they find out the hard way that this is not all peaches and cream, especially if you're on the outside looking in. I'm going to give you 5 things, right? We're going to talk about this. And I think this is very important. So listen up, folks. Listen, before you quit your job, before you quit your 9-to-5 job, and listen, I know we all want to quit our jobs and do stuff that we really love to do. But I want to talk to the people that's the breadwinners, the people that pays all the bills for any household. Like if you're a family man or you're a female that pays all the bills in your house, you have to think about this before you quit your 9-to-5 job, right? First of all, let's talk about it. Being a content creator takes a lot of time. Listen, man, a lot of people think that, okay, I'm going to quit my 9-to-5 job and I could become a content creator. I don't have to work as much as I did on that 9-to-5 and I could be a content creator and it's going to be fun and stuff like that. Well, being a content creator, you might put more hours into being a content creator than your 9-to-5. Let me explain. Let's say you're a content creator on YouTube, right? And as you do YouTube, things that you have to do, you have to put a lot of time in this platform. You have to put a lot of time as a content creator. Think about this. You make videos, right? So what do you have to do to make videos? First, you got to research the topics, right? You got to sit there, you got to research the topic, you got to brainstorm, you got to write down notes, and if you're reviewing a product, it takes time. So you have to research the topic that you're going to film. Then you have to record the video, right? I mean, we always recommend people that starting out on YouTube, use your smartphone, right? And then later on down the line, you level up. But using the smartphone to start off with is fantastic. I think we all did that. And the third thing is editing video. So think about this. You got to research the topic, you got to film the video, you got to edit the video, and then you have to upload the video, right? And then after you upload the video, then you have to do the thumbnail and the title and all that stuff like that. And it's not even done after that. After you do that, you have to market yourself, right? And you have comments, right? So that means you got to answer comments. And after you do all of that, you start all over again. So, for me, after I drop a video, after I complete a video, after I upload a video, I do things a little different. But after I upload a video and it goes to my members only, I start almost the same day or the next day on the next topic. It's a 7 days a week job. It's 7 days a week. And listen, you can say, I'm gonna take a day off. I'm not gonna work on Sundays. But even if you say you don't work on Sundays, you might answer comments back. You might look at some other YouTube videos. You might brainstorm some topics. So yes, you will be working. And so that's something you have to consider. And time is something that you have to put in this platform in order to be successful. But if you don't want to put the time in, if you don't want to be the last person to go to sleep at night and the first person to get up in the morning, then stay with your 9 to 5. Stay with your 9 to 5 because that is going to be a whole lot easier than trying to do this. The next thing, right? Number 2, right? Money. You got to think about this, right? There's no way that you should quit your job if your family depend on you paying bills. Not at first. You have to work with it first, right? Listen, building a successful YouTube channel takes time. That means that as you're working on your 9 to 5, you should be building up a YouTube channel, being a content creator at the same time. Don't just go head first and quit your job and think that you're going to be successful. That doesn't work that way, right? Listen, I would say this. Why you working your 9 to 5 and why you trying to build your YouTube channel up, you want to have at least 6 months of savings, 6 months of bills and household funds in the bank in a savings account before even considering quitting your job. Let me say that again. You want to have at least 6 months of your mortgage, 6 months of a light bill and utilities and phone bill and everything else, 6 months worth of bundled cash in the bank before you even consider quitting your job. Okay? Next, you want to have a separate savings account for emergency funds. Now you got your 6 months of funds just for your bills, right? By the chance you need to dibby dab in that to pay a bill. You got 6 months saved. Then you have another fund that's called emergency. Emergency funds, I'm down here in the South. So if a hurricane hit and I got to evacuate, well, guess what? That goes towards the emergency fund. That emergency fund is there for emergency purposes only. Never touch that money. Now you can add money to it, but don't touch it unless it's an emergency. You see where I'm going there with this? Also, have a backup plan. When all else fails, have a backup plan. What you mean about a backup plan? Maybe having a source or a friend where you can call to get a job, right? By any chance you get demonetized on your YouTube channel. Listen, this happens a lot, by the way. You get demonetized on your YouTube channel and people have one source of income and people rely on their YouTube channel for all their bills and funds and all that stuff like that. And you get demonetized and you got to fight YouTube for 4 months or 3 months to get re-monetized. Guess what? That's months worth of no income. And obviously, if you got 6 months worth of backup income, that helps. Also with emergency fund, that helps. But you have to have a backup plan. Find a chance you can go pick up a quick job and make sure the money is flowing while you trying to dispute your YouTube issues with demonetization, because it happens. Look, I would say this, right? Before you quit your job, right? I would say make sure that being a content creator, you are making at least 110% of the money that you would make being a content creator versus your current job. Let me say this again. Now, your current job pays the bills. Your current job could cover the household. I would say before you quit that job, that 9 to 5 job or whatever type of job you have that's covering your household and your bills, make sure being a content creator, you are making 110% of the money that you would make off of your current job. That means you want to budget yourself 10% over the 100% that you're making from the job. And the reason why is because you have a 10% safety net. Now think about this. You got 6 months saved in the bank. You have an emergency fund. And now I'm telling you 10% over what you make on your current job. That's very difficult to do. And this is one of the reasons why you don't quit your job. So that believe it or not, that's number 2. Let's talk about number 3, right? Make plans to make money if you want to take a vacation or you want to cut down on being a content creator. You know, when you start being a content creator, you have this ambition, you want to grind. Listen, I've been grinding for 8 years and I haven't stopped. But I do take time off and I do take vacations, but I grind. You have to plan that what if you get sick, right? You need a month off. You can't make no content for a month. What if you want to take a vacation, 2-week vacation? What if you want to take a mental break, right? You have to plan for that. You have to plan for all of that stuff. How do you do that? How do you make money while you take time off? Because you want to set up being a content creator to make money while you have downtime. If you go on vacation, you still need to make money. If you take time off, you still need to make money. How do you make money without making content? Well, once you get your YouTube channel established, once you get to the point where you are making money, when you get to the point where you are making that 110% of your of the funds that you making based off of your previous job that you quit, right? You want to make sure that you have things in place that you can make money while you are on vacation. And that's called affiliate links, right? When you're working with brands, you get affiliate links, you do Amazon, you do all kinds of different things to have money flowing as you take breaks. Things like AliExpress, brands that you work with, those type of things that brings in income even when you are down, right? Even if you're sick. A lot of people will utilize links that you have on your YouTube channel to make purchases, right? Places like Amazon, AliExpress, different brands allow you to get 15% of the value of that product if somebody used the link and buy the product. Now, it doesn't cost the consumer anything, but since you're promoting that brand, since you're promoting that product, most companies would give you affiliates of about 10%, 15% of the value of that product. That means that if something costs a few $100 and you can get 15% and you have, 20, 30, 40, 100 people buy that product every month, that means you make residuals off of that. So that means you make money off of affiliate links. Listen, I have affiliate links everywhere, all over the place for multiple items, hundreds of items I have affiliate links with. So before you quit your job, make sure that you have this stuff in place. Make sure you have these affiliate links and brands and all this stuff that you've worked with to have this stuff. By the chance you do get sick, by the chance you do have to take a vacation, by the chance you do have to get away for a little while to mentally refresh, but you still have to make money. That's very important. You have to diversify. You have to be monetized on multiple platforms. You have to take your content and go on multiple platforms, whether or not it's going to be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble. You have to take your content and spread it. You have to be a content creator on all platforms to be monetized on all platforms, because I promise you, if you could get monetized on 5 platforms, that means you have income coming in from 5 platforms. That is really, really good, right? So being monetized on multiple platforms help you achieve your success of 110% before you quit your 9 to 5. And that's very important. All right, let's talk about number 4, right? Investing in your brand. Listen, as a content creator, as me, I call myself the tech preacher. Easy Computer Solutions. That is my brand. That is LLC. I am the face of Easy Computer Solutions. My face is the brand. That means you have to invest in your brand. That means that as time moves on, instead of using that smartphone to film your videos, you might want to Invest in better equipment, invest in cameras, invest in lighting, being more organized. This is something that will help you grow to be a lot more organized. Listen, I talked about this, right? Years and years ago, I used to say this in the videos and on my live streams. I never use a teleprompter. I say this, right? I used to say this all the time. I said I could go from the dome and rock and roll with no issues. And after about 1,500 videos in, I felt that looking at my old content that I needed to up my game. That means I wanted to be a little more organized. I wanted to be a little more professional. That means that I invested in the teleprompter. Now listen, I always go off script when on my teleprompter. Nobody say you got to read every word verbatim. What that does is it keeps you on message. What teleprompters do, and a lot of people think teleprompters is the devil, right? Oh my God, he used a teleprompter. Listen, if you watch my videos, you could never tell that I use a teleprompter. I go off script on almost every video, but it keeps me on message. And not only that, but it cuts down my recording time. Listen, if you think that you go grow without investing in yourself, you've already failed. Just so you know. And number 5, right? Number 5, the business aspect. Listen, we talk about all the fun that we have in, making videos, uploading videos, marketing yourself, trying to save money, doing live stream, having fun with your community, doing community posts and going on TikTok, upload videos on TikTok, Rumble, Facebook, and Instagram. One thing that you got to remember, you have to have the business aspect about everything. So that means that, once a week, once a month, you got to sit back and you got to look at, what I've spent, right? Should I save my receipts? Obviously, you should save all your receipts. You have to pay taxes at the end of the year. That means that if you don't want to pay a lot of taxes, you want to get with somebody that can help you itemize all the money you spent on products and services. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on taxes, because you got to remember, most of these companies, most of these platforms will pay you 1099. It's a 1099. That means they're not taking taxes out on none of your income. That means at the end of the year, you got to take care of Uncle Sam. Listen, that's something very important. You don't want to fall behind on something like that. So you have to think about the business aspect as being a content creator. Those things don't go away. If these platforms give you money and they don't take taxes out, that you are obligated. You are definitely responsible for making sure that the business aspect of your brand is being taken care of. And also LLC your business. Like Easy Computer Solutions LLC is a business, right? I would say make sure you LLC your business is very important, because if you become a content creator, you're making money, you're getting 1099, and you call yourself X, Y, and Z, and it's a business, then you have to treat it like a business. Make sure you take care of the business aspect of being a content creator. Now, all this stuff I did say, I just told you 5 things, right? I told you 5 things, and I broke those 5 things out to different categories. And the reason why I want to say this, because look, I get people asking me, I want to start a YouTube channel and quit my job. And I see y'all guys having fun. Y'all guys making a crap ton of money. I want to do that. I want to be like that. And you hear all the positive stuff out there. You say, listen, quit your job, become a YouTube content creator, make all this money. People making millions of views and all this money coming into people. You hear people talk about how they're making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Some people talking about how they're making $100,000 a month, and you working a 9 to 5, and you barely making ends meet. So you feel that you can do the same thing. Listen, the reality part about becoming a content creator is that you are in line with hundreds of thousands of people having the same dream and inspiration. What are you going to do that's different? What are you going to do that's going to get people to watch you? What are you going to do? What is going to be your brand, right? And I would tell you, before you quit your job, make sure that you understand that this is not easy. This is not sometimes it's not even fun. I would tell you, I'm not I don't want to be doom and gloom. I think what happened a lot on the internet, a lot of people always talk about how it's exciting and you making all this money but they don't tell you the sleepless nights. They don't tell you the long days. They don't tell you the failures before they rose up to success. Right? A lot of people always give you the success stories, but they don't tell you how they got there. And and I think that's not right sometimes. I think that people need to express the years of not knowing how they go pay their bills. How many times have you been demonetized? How many times have you haven't met your financial goals every month? Right? They don't tell you these things. They tell you the things the successful stuff, right? Yeah, and it's listen, man. I look at myself, right? I still say, even with 8 years in, I still believe that I'm at the beginning. And I'm still learning. I have diversified my brand on multiple channels to be monetized on multiple channels. I have diversified myself to be the face on multiple platforms to make, income here, income there, because at the end of the day, I never know when I might get demonetized here, demonetized there. And also, just so you know, I do not use these platforms as my primary source of income. I still have a job, baby. Listen, I might own a business, but listen, I'm up working every day. So listen, I love the income that I get from these platforms. It helps, right? I take a large percentage of the income that I make off these platforms and I reinvested back into the platform. I reinvested in my equipment. I reinvested in leveling up. I reinvested in microphones and stuff like that. So yes, I reinvest a lot of my income back into the platforms for my viewers and my audience. But before you quit that job, make sure you fulfill these needs first. Now, a lot of people might say, easy, that's kind of fantasy. How you gonna save 6 months worth of income? Hey, every penny at a time, baby. How could you get a savings account? Every penny at a time. Instead of going by that McDonald's, take that $20 and put it in the savings account. Every time you think you go buy you a new pair of tennis, and those pair of tennis might cost you $150. Maybe you want to buy the $50 tennis instead of the $150 tennis, and take that extra $75 or that extra $100 that you budget for those $150 tennis and put that in savings. Instead of buying that $1,500 smartphone year after year after year, why don't you skip a year, but still budget it? So I'm gonna take that $1,500 that I was gonna buy that Galaxy S25, right? I'm gonna put that in savings. See, that's how you do it. Every penny at a time, every nickel, every penny, every dollar. Listen, that's how you get to your goals, right? The only way you can get to your goals is you have to save. You have to be disciplined. You have to look at yourself as, you know what? I'm not going on vacation this year, but I do have a $3,500 budget that I was going to spend on this vacation. You know what? I'm just going to save that money. Or congratulations to myself. I just got a bonus on my job. I just got an extra $5,000 bonus on my job. Instead of going spending that, splurging, going buy everything underneath the sun, and I'm trying to quit my job to be a content creator, I take all of that money, every freaking penny of that money, and put it in savings. That gives you your 6 months umbrella, that gives you your emergency fund, and that gives you everything you need. By any chance, you ready to say, you know what, job, I'm ready to quit. And you got your YouTube channel up and running, you monetize on multiple platforms, you making your 110% income off your platform, you got money coming in off of YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, you got your money coming in, you got your savings ready, you are good to go. And then you tell your job to kick rocks. Then you tell your job to kick rocks, because you've built up a plan, you built up income, that you the breadwinner. That means that you'll have no problems maintaining what you need to maintain in your household, along with being a content creator. But that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. I wanted to talk about that, man, because people get excited, man. They see us on internet all the time, man. They be thinking, "Yeah, man, these guys got it made, man." They showcase all these smartphones, man. These phones cost $2,000, man. Man, people walking around, man. They got gold microphones and all kinds of stuff, man. Every time we turn around, new phone come out. You got phones here and new computers come out, man. Everybody get excited. I'm gonna buy this computer. I'm gonna buy that computer. How do I get to that point? How did I make my videos and be a content creator and get to the point where I can say, you know what, new computer coming out. I'm gonna buy that computer, you know? And I don't even work a 9-to-5 job, but I'm gonna buy that computer because you have the income. You have multiple areas of income that's coming in that you can afford to buy that product. And you could afford to make videos and probably can make money back off of the product that you done bought by making a few videos off it. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, did I miss something? If I did, please leave it down in the comments. Communication is good. It's just my thoughts, man. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe something I forgot to talk about in this podcast. Let's have a discussion down in the comments below. Another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast. We're going to see you next week, baby. Same place, same time, baby. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yes. We're going to see you, baby. Later.